It's in the game.
It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Indiana Hoosiers, taking on last year's national champions, the Fresno State Bulldogs. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Hoosiers will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Excellent job by the kick coverage team, a pretty minimal gain on that return. So Fresno State's offense takes the field for the first time today. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Firing to the right, complete. Turns it on at midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
I'm a huge fan of offensive aggressiveness to start a football game. I think the defense is getting settled in. They play up a little bit. They play a little bit more aggressive. They got more emotion, and the offense takes advantage. Nice big play over the top. Stay aggressive, offense.
All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another title.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. That's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Fresno State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Indiana's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Chester. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Snagged out of the air. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and he is outstanding tackling people in the open field.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a field.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. The Hoosiers will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone.
Breaks into the open. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent.
Gets away from one, finds room. He's got 48 yards on the ground in this 1st quarter. That is a terrific start.
Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for the running back.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Bean. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
Man, this defense, they have got to get better in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, this offense might hang 50 on you by the end of the game.
Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And this offense is firing in all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Now the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Turning it on! Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pocket breaking down. He'll throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Off the play fake on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking to fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed.
Got it inside the 10. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3, now it's second and goal. Wants to go up top. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Got his man out of the backfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana! And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it down the left.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Pressure coming. Safe completion on the screen. He's running free down the middle. The 20, the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Hoosiers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. There's the pressure. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Running to the left. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll try to run for it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the tight end. He's got it.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And that incomplete pass caused by... hit on first down, second down coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. He's piled up 76 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking for the score! Touchdown Bulldogs! Fit it in the window for the score.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this...
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Back to pass on second down. Working that left side now. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touch. Gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Makes a move. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Off play action on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete.
Play action does so many things. When you run the football and have success, it slows everybody down. Not just the linebackers and the safeties and make them come up, but the defensive line. They're thinking run as well, slows down the pass rush, gives me a little bit more time to develop routes and make it really easy on my quarterback.
And the Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. They'll go to the ground. That's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump up.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Fresno State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Looking for a big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The Hoosiers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno.
Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it. I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Leaves it with the back. Still on his feet at the 45. He's now up to 95 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defense.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Power football with the run. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Bulldogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State. No problem for the offense there. They just took care of business.
And you practice these situations nowadays, you know you're going to go for it on 4th most of the time. 4th and 1, you feel very confident. You're ready to rock and roll, and they get the 1st down.
They're going to ride this running back. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And it's been more of the same in the 2nd half for this offense, doing whatever they want. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Indiana, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. And it's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man all by himself. There he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. This is like a baseball pitcher they can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
They'll run it from the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. The play action fake. Oh, he got loose. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
It's complete to the left. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. And the Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Hoosiers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively.
There he goes. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Makes the catch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do out once he has it.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's loose on the left. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. He leaves it with his back. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And his first pass is incomplete. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. At the 35, he's got room. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Fires left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough. This offense, because you're in passing mode, you're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back, they're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Great place to start for this offense. Going to the ground. Breaks into the open. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. To the ground. He's got it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out.
Turning it on! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. Man, they're taking advantage right now.
They'll run the screen. At the 20, he's got space. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision.
And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just added their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's taking a deep shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man to the left. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Oh, they're after him. A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. flips it out to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Hoosiers will try to pin them back with the punt. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
Finds the tight end. No chance to run, but still a good game. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After this, it'll be a wrap. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did